Okay, this is going to be my little intro explanation for the next couple of videos. I am 60 days behind um, with uploading videos. I did take clips here and there, and so I will be sharing those with y'all, but they're not going to be full days. A lot of the days was not full days of eating or what I was doing or anything. So you could go from me showing breakfast for one day to showing lunch the next day to showing dinner the next day. So I just wanted to let you know about that ahead of time. I just wasn't consistent with the vlogging and all of that. So I'm still going to share all of that material. It's just going to be a bit of a compilation because that's all that there is. So I didn't want you to get too confused. I definitely had like off the wall moments too, so you'll see that. And a lot of these days I did not actually track, especially like towards the latter half when I started the GLP-1. I had some like non-tracking weeks, and so you're not going to get information on like how many calories and stuff was. So yeah, that's what you're getting. I am going back. I'm officially going back to daily vlogging and also trying to upload them like the day after. But first I have to give you these videos. So you're going to get your compilations because I got OCD and I got to have everything in order. Okay. But the full day vlogs are coming. I just did the first one yesterday. And it is going to be like the day in the life, show you everything, show you my workouts, show you events that I go to, all the fun stuff, what I'm reading, all that. So yeah, this is the intro for the next couple videos until I catch up. And I will let you know in the videos, of course, when I do start the GLP-1. So you'll see when the shift happens, which can make it a little bit easier to be more regulated with the food intake. But yeah, for now, you've still got like over a month in this video of the not having the GLP-1. So, all right, let's start. Okay, it is Thursday morning. Oops. Anyway, this is 451 calories of Domino's pizza. I just used their calculator and then I weighed it and converted it. So yeah, and I have a little bit less than this left that I can have for lunch. It's not that much protein. I think it was like 16 or 19 grams. So yeah, but this is how I'm starting off my morning. Is the last of my pizza. It's like 272 calories. So, yeah, that's why you always choose thin crust. My big snack before I go work out, it's 225 calories. That's fiber pop and some baked, like white cheddar Cheetos. I have the best husband. There is like an 80%, I think, divorce rate for people that get married before the age of like 25 or something. I don't know. We got married at 19. I picked well. I was like, honey, you wanna come with me to the gym? Like, drive me to the gym. Not for him to go work out. Just for him to drive me to the gym. 40 minutes away. And he was like, I don't really need to do anything in that town. He was like, why do you want me to drive you? I said, because it's gonna rain. And I don't like driving in the rain. I was right that it was gonna rain. And it just like started pouring a couple minutes ago. So I was like, thank you. Because I do not like driving in the rain. And anytime there's something wrong, like with a vehicle, I overcorrect and I get startled. So I'm like, you do the driving. But anyway, I did read some more of my book. I've got like 50 pages left. The night hunting, so I'm going to read some of that in the car, and then I'm supposed to have a VFW meeting tonight. They're notoriously long. I don't know that I want to go. I've been tired all day. I almost went to sleep when you wanted me to come help with the gardening bed. I was like falling asleep, even though it was like noon. Anyway. 1,400 calories left, so I'm getting my sweets in tonight. I am sweating to high heaven. Woo! Alright, so I guess we can do a weekend vlog. Yesterday, I finished the third book in the one series that I was reading. I think The Night Burning was the second one. So I think it was The Night Hunting or something maybe was the book that I finished last night. And then I also finished the cowboy one of the Amazon Originals Summer Series thing that they did. So I liked both of those. And then yesterday I also started Coffee and Kelpies by Rebecca Kinney. I got like 19 pages in, so now it's the next morning. As far as what I ate, I did get another piece of pie last night, and I got some more chocolate covered pretzels. Y'all, I was like ravenous. But anyway, so this morning all I had, because I didn't get up till it's time for me to like get ready and go to the gym, I had a Kellogg's strawberry protein bar, and then I had one of these. So yeah, I don't have a ton of protein in me, and I don't have any meat yet, so I'm gonna be hungry now. I gotta stop light. Anyway, so I just did my workout. It was the Reshape one today. Basically, this gym I go to has 3 different types of workouts. So there's boxing, which is what it sounds like, boxing, and then a little bit of like weightlifting with dumbbells. And then the Reshape class is the one I just did today, and it has this like the straps that hang on the wall, and then there's a place to put your hands, and you can do like different forms of standing push-ups with the straps, or like where you're leaning down and you're pulling yourself up with the straps. Then there's also the long rope that you have to like slam to the ground in different ways, and then it usually incorporates some squats throughout that one. And then there is like a 10-pound or 16-pound, whichever one you want, like big leather ball. So you'll be having to do, like today we had to do squat, and then you had to lift the ball above your head, and then squat, lift your ball above the head. It also has the like tension band. So there was one tension band thing today where you get on the ground, you have it around your ankles. Yeah, but I did an adaptive one for that one. I was feeling like puking today, like it was getting me. I started with the weight station, like the dumbbell station. And so I started with 12 pounds, and we were just doing like where you put a knee on the bench and then you're leaned over and then you're doing like that. So you had to do that with both arms. And then we were doing a lot of this motion today, and then like punching up. So I kept switching depending on what we were doing, the weight. So I went from the 12 pound to the 8 pound to the 5 pound. My arms were just like, we don't like you today. And then it also has a sitting row machine. So yeah, we had to do a lot of rows. During the last exercise, I made my shins hurt because I was racing this other girl. So it was like, I did like 5 minutes, and I did over 800 meters. So I was killing it. Yeah. And we had some like crunches and all that kind of stuff today too. So it was a lot. And then the other one that they have is the Resculpt class, which is like 4 minutes per like 2 different exercises that you have on each machine. So it is very much so like a weightlifting strength training class. That one I find to be the easiest, just because it doesn't really feel like cardio because you're in one place, so it's not as challenging as the others, but also because I have a year experience in doing weightlifting, so it's a bit easier. But today I was like, you wouldn't know I've been weightlifting for a year, because I was like on the struggle bus with those with the dumbbells. And then you also do kettlebell work during this one. So yeah, you're doing a lot of different stuff. But yeah, she made me pukey. I was like, well, you win the award, because this is the first class I've taken here where I've felt like puking, which used to be my goal that I would aim for. And I was like, because that means that you're pushing your body like to the max. You don't want to actually puke. That's not healthy. But I like getting to the brink and knowing that I'm really trying my hardest. But yeah, it was a really good workout. And so now I'm going to get gas since I'm already in Bowling Green. And the gas here is like, usually the Sam's Club is way cheaper than anywhere else, but today it's only 2 cents cheaper than where I'm at, but it's like 25 cents cheaper than everywhere else in Bowling Green. So that works. There was a big line before the workout, so I was like, I am not getting in that line. I have somewhere to be. But now I'm on my way home. I do not have anywhere to be. But yeah, I did not get up early enough to do my steps. So now it's going to be hotter. So my plan is maybe go home, try to eat something for lunch, and then go to the gym and do them on the track, so that I'm not in the sun. Because too much sun is not good for me, and I'm going to be in the sun during the Ed Sheeran concert. So I don't want to get sunburnt and then go to the Ed Sheeran concert and be burnt. So anyway, but that's tomorrow. So I also need to call my mother-in-law and see if I can spend the night there tomorrow. That way it's no stress, and I'll plan on going to Nashville early so I can figure out parking. And yeah, I'm going to the concert alone. Why am I, oh wait, no, I am supposed to be. I'm like, why am I pulling into Sam's? I'm getting gas. I was like, I don't need groceries right now. Why did they do it like this? It has a do not enter right there. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I see an open pump. But yeah, that's all I got right now. But I'll be listening to more of the Coffee and Kelpies today. They got their pumps arranged. I need this side. Okay. I have to do a little bit of like parallel parking to get to the pump that I want. And there's a line, but they chose to get behind that vehicle, and there's a free pump. So I'm skipping because they're not paying attention. So this guy shouldn't have blocked the pump. He should have went up all the way. I think he's about to pull out. All right, that'll work. Okay, gas time. Okay, so I did stop at the Sam's Club to get lunch because I figured it's already lunchtime. I'm gonna be hungry, and I still need to get in the rest of my 10,000 steps. So this is gonna make it faster for me to do that. I can go straight to the gym, and then that way when I get home, I can just relax. So I got the hot dog combo. So the hot dog was 500 calories. It logged it as 510, but that's fine. This is 0 calories. I just got a Pepsi Zero Sugar. And then I'll show you the rest when I get in my car. I did want some chip, a chippy chip. They had the Delicious brand or whatever, like rice cakes, and they looked really good. And it would have only been 90 calories. But I was like, my breakfast was like 300 calories. I was like, it's fine if I get regular chips. So that's what I did. So I got the Sun Chips, Garden Salsa. Yeah, so it's just that. And then 1 beef hot dog. And it's like a 1/4 pound hot dog. Because normally I would get me like 2 hot dogs if I was ordering hot dogs somewhere. But these suckers are huge. Huge. So I'm glad I just got 1. Because 2 would have been too much. Unless I didn't get chips. Then I probably do too. But anyway. So I'm going to eat those on my drive home to the goodness gracious. The other gym. Yeah, the other gym. And then I will walk until I get my 10,000 steps. I am at 3,000 steps now. So it should take me 1 hour and 10 minutes at most. So that is my plan, and I will probably finish my book by then too, because I'll just have it read to me, even though it's just a Kindle book. It has the assisted reader or whatever. So I like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, and I've already got me a water bottle. I've only finished 1 water today, but this Pepsi Zero will get some more liquid in me because I think it's 32 ounces. And it was a $1.50 combo for this giant hot dog and that. And then this was like a fundraiser, so it was like pay what you want. So it had $1 choice, so I just did $1. Anyway. All right. I'm out of here. Changed my plan. I called my mom and I was like, hey, do you have any plans to go to Bowling Springs, which is like a natural spring that you can swim in and stuff. And she's like, no, but I want to go to Hillbilly Days. And I was like, what is that? She's like, it's a all weekend like event that they're throwing that's not too far away. So I was like, okay. So I know how to get there without a GPS, but I guess I missed my turn. So I kept going straight for a while, and I was like, I really don't think I made the turn yet, and this doesn't look familiar at all. So then I put in my GPS the name of my mama's church, because it's close to that, where I'm going. So I don't know if it was looking for a different church. I don't know, but basically I went in a circle for half an hour, and then it tried to get me to do the same circle again, and I was like, I refuse. So I like stopped, and then I talked to a guy on the side of the road. He's like, I think you can get to that city going this way, but you have to make a couple of turns, and I don't know where they're at, because he was like hauling hay or something. I don't know. But so he's like, I'm not really familiar with this area. So I was like, okay, I will try to get a bar. And then luckily, because I was like sitting there stalled, I guess it gave my phone time to get a bar. So I got 2 bars. And then I was like, okay, Walmart. And so I got it to give me directions for Walmart. So now, at a bare minimum, I'm not taking this same road that it made me do a big circle with. So hopefully it's going to get me where I'm going, but I'm still not at a familiar spot. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be coming out like way ahead of the town and then having to backtrack. I went through towns I'd never heard of before. I don't even know what state I'm currently in. I'm not kidding. I literally do not know what state I am in right now. Because I live near the border. So, okay, I see the city name on there. So somehow I wrapped back around into Kentucky. So I was going towards Tennessee, now I'm back in Kentucky. I'm hoping that I'm almost where I'm going. It says I got 8.6 miles left on this road. So, I don't know. Maybe this is the highway road that I needed to be on originally, but I missed the turn for it because I had my mom on my phone with me, so we were talking about it while I was driving, and I guess I missed the road. So I'm hoping that I'm on the right one now, because if I get turned around again and it tells me 30 minutes to get where I'm going, I'm going to be pissed. I am going to be pissed. I'm like, I just want to see something familiar. And this building, I might know where I am now. Oh, Black Barn. Okay, this is where when I come from my house, I come out. So now I know exactly where I am. And it did connect me to the road that I was supposed to be coming on. So, yeah. I was just like, usually I don't come from town. And I came from town and I missed the turn. I should have just turned around when I thought I went too far. And then it would have spared me like 40 minutes, maybe even more. I don't even know how many minutes I wasted. So my mom's probably going to be there before I am. But she was just getting dressed. So maybe I'll be there around the same time, but I would have been a lot earlier. I'm just glad that now I know exactly where I am. We're good. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like I learned the path to get here through barns and silos and stuff like that. So like I knew that one where I would turn, and one side is Kentucky, one side is Tennessee. So I'm in Tennessee now. But yeah, it's like silos, barns, cemeteries. Like I'm just like, oh, after the second red barn, after you pass this like radio tower is when you turn here. That's how I know how to get places. I pick visual markers that are as close to the spot where I need to turn at as possible. And then I don't have to think. I don't have to read signs. I just get to the visual point and then go. But yeah, I'm just happy I'm not lost anymore. I got stuck in Maysville. So I got stuck in Maysville, And now I just passed a sign that said Hayesville. So Maysville and Hayesville. I'm like, oh my goodness. Anyway, there's no telling what all cities I went through. I passed 2 different volunteer fire departments. Like, I passed so many cemeteries and churches. Oh, I'll know how far I got off track when I look and I see what time I called my mama. Because I'll be like, it should have only took me 30 minutes. And I feel like I've been driving for like an hour and a half. And I'm not even there yet. But I'm close now. I'm close. Goodness. Alright, and I finished my book. So I finished my book. I don't even know if I have the next one downloaded for it to like read it to me or not. I think I opened one of them. So maybe it'll read it to me. But honestly, after all that stress of being lost, I think I'm just going to listen to the radio until I get there. Oh, yeah, that was stressful. I don't like being lost. No, it's not fun. Especially when there's like no reception. You're just going in circles. And it's been like woods. I had to pass over a bridge that it wasn't even, the bridge didn't have walls. And like 1 foot below it is a creek. And it was like, when it rains, a road is impassable. And I was like, yep, I would say so. Oh. Okay. But anyway, this hillbilly thing is going to have vendors and live music, all kinds of stuff. So at least I'll be able to chill once I get there. Check in later. I'm here and there's lots of cars and lots of tents. So super excited. Get to go do this now. Train over there. It had 1 kid in it. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. Anyway, all this is here, so now we get to go explore.
We're in Moss, so they see a lot of Del Hollow and just, I don't know, even where we are. So, yeah, it's just something fun to do. Oh, no, I understand. Because yeah, we'll go find them. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going live.
Mama's YouTubing. Daddy's smiling at her.
See, he's the one that does all the
I'm missing my cue.
And here at the Hillbilly in Lafayette, Tennessee festival and day, and today the cabin is open and we're going to go in for a tour, and I know that you will enjoy. So give a thumbs up and a shout out to Lafayette, Tennessee.
Welcome to the 50th Macon County Hillbilly Days here at the beautiful Key Park in Lafayette, Tennessee. Held this time of the year every year, and of course Lafayette Macon County is always open. Come by and see us and bring your mama in there.
Well, I got mine.
Ghosting, you go to Thomas' house?
Oh no.
Well,
it has an upstairs.
I hit my head on it. I guess people were shorter then.
Yes, we do have an upstairs, but be careful going up and down the steps because they're kind of narrow.
Oh, those are good.
Now, if you go upstairs, you'll see a bed.
Do not sleep in it.
No, this is Mr. and Mrs. Johnston. They built the cabin. Mrs. Johnston was a Holland. The bed was owned by her brother. So this is actually part of the family.
It's really cold in here because it's hot outside.
Yes. I'll put it up here.
You do this, you can get yourself in the mirror. Hello. Please hold the handrail. Steep steps. Oh yeah, I'd say so. I would have bumped my head again if I wasn't looking. Oh, look at the tiny feet. My foot's halfway off. Ironing board. Catching my breath from upstairs. Asthma activated. Interesting radio. You can see people outside. Glass case table. Oh, they're very steep. Half my foot fit on it.
Other way.
Another one of me. I got these today. I got this today. I got my hair tinsel done. I don't know if you can see it all in this lighting, but, and I got a purse. Crocheted dragon slash cow.
I'm answering somebody's question for anybody who might not be seeing a question pop up. Here's that bed.
Back into the farm, you can tell my feet to hit the floor.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop.
Dinner I shared with Mama, so she got a little plate out of it. But hush puppies, catfish, Coke Zero, and then for dessert I got a big Rice Krispie treat. Billy Days event, we got to listen to some live music. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. Still don't have my 10,000 steps, but I did get to like 7,000, so I got close. Anyway, and Father's Day is on Sunday, so I got to hang out with my dad today. But anyway, and my mama. But I'm going to head home now. I'm glad I did this, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have realized I wasn't wearing glasses. I gotta drive with my glasses on. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna listen to The Magic of Us, since I already finished the Coffee and Kelpies, and The Magic of Us was one of the Amazon books that I got last month. The one that I got this month is going to have a sequel come out in December, so I think I'm going to keep pushing that one so that I can read it close to when the sequel comes out. But if I get really ahead of myself with like reading some Kindle stuff, then I might go ahead and read it anyway, because if I don't like it, then what would have been the point of waiting until closer to December? So we'll see. But basically, out of my first reads picks, it'll just stay the last one, so that I can, be closer to the release date of the other one. Anyway, I'm going to listen to it. It is a romance, so that should be pretty good. It's like 250 pages. So I will probably have it done tomorrow, for sure. Because I'm going to go to the concert and everything, so that'll be fun. All right. Okay, it is Saturday morning, which means it's Ed Sheeran concert day. Woo! Okay, so I am going to be drinking my overnight oats. I plan on probably having a late lunch in Nashville before the concert. I got these earrings yesterday at that festival thing that I was at, and I also got a crap ton of tinsel. So I did pink for Ed Sheeran, because that is what the album is. It's pink. And so anyway, I'm listening to the vinyl while eating my breakfast, and then I've got this pink ombre shirt, and then I can either wear my hot pink Crocs that I haven't busted out yet, but there is like a mile walk from where my parking is going to be. I already pre-booked it, so I wouldn't have to stress. So what I might do is just go ahead and get an Uber, even though it's only a mile. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, so I did the pink to go with the album, and then I did like a blue, and then a hot like orange that you can see more in the back. So I am ready for this concert. And then it's going to be like 80 degrees and sunny. So I plan on definitely putting on some sunscreen. But then I've also got this to kind of put my hair back a little bit. This little crochet bandana that I got yesterday. And then also, if I want to block the sun out, I have a rainbow hat. Anyway, so I am all set. But yeah, if it's 80 degrees, I don't know that I'm going to want the rainbow hat. I might just have to bring a visor, even though it's not really going to go with the vibe of my outfit. But yeah, I don't want to get, I don't know. I don't want my scalp to get sunburnt because I'm at the top of the stadium. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I will probably just bring both options. But yeah. So I'm going to listen to the record, and then I'm going to start packing up and getting ready to go. I'm going to spend the night at my mother-in-law's house because the concert's supposed to be like 3 hours. So I don't want to drive 2 hours home from Nashville, because traffic's probably going to be pretty bad. Yeah, so she's a lot closer. My doggy is looking at me. Do you want to go outside? You want to go out? Or are you waiting for a treat? Because you got your ointment. You want a treat? I just fed him breakfast. I figured that would be enough. But he's like, no, I want the treat. We've been having to put ointment on his face and he doesn't like it. So we've been giving him a treat when we do it. All right, let's go. So I lost my phone, but someone turned it in. Yay! And so I already have a bag, obviously, or you wouldn't be seeing this. But then a woman told me about this tent. So there's cool air blowing on me, and I could sit here and read my book for the next 40 minutes before the concert starts. I had like a kid's size, like 3-ounce burger and some fries, and I gave like the leftover parts. The guy that was homeless, he didn't want it, but another woman was sitting down in the shade and she had like a sign up, and I was like, do you want it? I was like, I pinched it, so I didn't like bite into what I'm giving you or anything. She's like, yeah, I'll take it. So anyway, I just got this popcorn, so this should last me the whole show and beyond. Hopefully I don't eat this whole thing, but it is like a 3-hour show. So, and I'll probably get me like a Dippin' Dots, or they also have a Ben & Jerry's. I'll probably get me some ice cream because I am 3 rows from the top. So I'm going to be hot. But it starts in 40 minutes for the openers. So I'm going to chill out in this tent thing. And I brought me a book because y'all know I bring books. I'm a reader. I fit it in my pocket. And I got this hat. Because I was like, the hat was the same price as the t-shirts. And I was like, if I'm going to pay that much, I might as well get something I can use every day. Oh, there's a sticker on it. I didn't notice that. Anyway, the book I'm reading is The Phantom of the Opera. But now I'm going to turn off my phone to save my battery because it's at like 60%. And I need it to get back to the parking garage. So I'm turning it off now.
Words become the tone when the living hands to shine.
Alright everybody, this thing you're going to see at my feet is called a loop station. Everything you hear tonight is completely live. It's made live on the spot, controlled with my feet, loops and layers. You can press record like this. When you press play, it plays back. You can add layers on top like that, and a vocal.
He's going to come through the play.
I just pushed and pushed. I was so focused on seeing how far I could take being an acoustic singer-songwriter from Suffolk. You know, I was playing in pubs and clubs and literally no one wanted to hear me. And now we played to over 20 million people over the last 15 years. But I do not take it for granted, because I can still close my eyes and picture what it's like to play to no one.
Surprise guest. Woo! I missed who said it was. Did you say Diego?
These guys, they're playing a gig on Monday. They're playing a gig Monday here in Nashville, which is... The basement. I love the basement. Oh, mate, go and watch us Monday at the basement. We're going to play a song. By the way, you will love it. You will love it. We're going to play a song that we wrote the first day of meeting. We met in 2016. These guys came to my studio in Suffolk. I've been played their music by a guy called Foy Vance, who was on tour with me all throughout 2015, and he played me their music. I invited them down. We created this song. What I will say is this is where the gig is going to start ramping up, right? This is not a successful gig for me unless you wake up tomorrow morning and someone goes to you, how was the show last night? And if your response is not, it was great, I've done my job wrong. This is where it ramps up. This is where the sing-alongs start ramping up. You will scream this back to me, Nashville. You will scream this back to me. Nashville, I love this. I love this so much. We have such a like deep history of just hanging. Like when I said I lived in that house in Hendersonville, these lads used to come out. This is like 2013. I'm like 22. I guess you guys were like 21, 22, and we just would play poker and drink. I have a picture of us skinny dipping in the lake.
I think there's a video of that too somewhere on the internet.
It truly is. We're gonna play it right now.
But anyway, this is my first time singing on stage with them, and I'm over the moon that it's here in Nashville where we first met.
Hey, real quick. Nashville, Tennessee, how we doing tonight?
Woo!
This is the greatest honor of our lifetime to be up here on stage with Ed Sheeran, one of the greatest singer-songwriters in the entire world. Make some noise for Ed Sheeran one time. He's a great friend. I love you so much. I love you too for inviting us to this stage. Y'all ready to do some singing Nashville?
Now Nashville, remember I said we've got to lose our voices tonight? This song, I know you know every single word to this song. You are going to scream this back at us, okay?
Y'all ready?
Nashville at 11 p.m. after an Ed Sheeran concert.